Vanity's Emptiness seems more like a staple nowadays than a tech card. It seems like much longer than it actually was. When Emptiness was considered tech, now you see it everywhere. But I don't necessarily feel like that's a bad thing. That's just what happens when you have shit that's the top decks and summons a whole lot. Like, mostly every archetype that's considered playable right now special summons. Or has to special summon, or the main point of them is to special summon outside of your Senju. Some people say that Vanity's Emptiness prevents people from playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, kinda, sorta. And assorted floodgates against certain decks prevent you from playing Yu-Gi-Oh! It's the same thing with Mistake against Necros. Oh shit, can't search. I can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay. I feel like Emptiness has enough of a drawback. I feel like having the ability to destroy it, outside of just having the obligatory spell and trap removal, makes a hell of a lot of sense for what the card does. Unlike Roll Oppression, you do not have to pay life points for Emptiness when you want to stop a summon. Emptiness can stop every type of special summon, even during the damage stuff. Of course, you'd have to flip the Emptiness preemptively, but it is fragile enough and it's easy to get off the board, and I think that the card is as fair as a floodgate can be, because every other floodgate that we've ever had has never had the fragileness that Emptiness has had. Now maybe this is just me. I'd rather my opponent have access to floodgates. I'd rather them exist in the game. Me, knowing that this is existing, you should plan for that, which people do. But at the same time, with the preparation of rights, people do not want to deal with the floodgate. You don't want to give your opponent any window of opportunity to just slow you the fuck down. You kind of just want to rape your opponent and not give your opponent a chance to say yes or no. If you take a floodgate away, I don't think that will be good for the game. I think that will cause people to not want to play. It will cause a lot more bitching than it already has. But Emptiness is cheap now. That used to be a problem. But since it got reprinted, it's like $5, which is fucking amazing. I don't particularly care for the motherfucking card. It ain't like you're seeing it comboed with Imperial Custom in every deck Emptiness is in. It's simply play Emptiness. Do you have something for this thing? No? Okay. It might be fucking you up. But outside of normal spell and trap removal, you can just send a card of theirs to the graveyard to destroy Emptiness. I can kind of understand where people are coming from saying that you cannot play Yu-Gi-Oh! But come on, it's easy enough to get rid of the shit. And if you do not have anything to get rid of the shit, then that is your problem, not the person that's playing Emptiness against you. But it being a staple is just something that needed to happen. That reprint was actually pretty good. $5 Emptiness. Who would have thought that shit would have happened? I feel like people need to have preventative measures against this unfair crap. And Emptiness by itself doesn't win and or lose games. People treat it as if Emptiness is that good where it stays on the field all game. That shit don't happen. It might stop a mirror. It might stop a Shaddoll Fusion. It might stop an Exceed Summon. Cool. It might stop more than one of those. But it usually leaves the field shortly thereafter, and then the Vanity Emptiness player's opponent can continue to do what they're doing. I don't see it as a bad thing. You see Emptiness everywhere. I don't think it's bad, because we need at least something. Something, a roadblock, make them take a detour. Because just doing, just shitting your hand out, I don't think that's cool. And for those people that say it doesn't let you play Yu-Gi-Oh!, it actually lets the other decks actually play the game. So as always, I'd like to thank you for watching. I appreciate that shit so very much. If you want to support me, all I ask is you spend literally seconds out your day and click an advertisement. The money goes towards me paying my end of rent to live here, and I'll be grateful and appreciative. I'm going to say thank you in advance if you find some time to help out an African American.